What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking out Grilling and Chilling with Al. That's me, and today we're going to be doing steak and chicken burritos on the griddle. Now, this is part 2 of the video. 2 days ago, you'll see I marinated my steak and chicken, and it's been sitting for 2 days. So now we're going to pull it out of the fridge, let it warm up, throw it on the griddle, and cook it up. And then we're going to make our burritos, and I'll show you how I do mine. So stay tuned. Oh yes, and before I forget, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Drop a comment down below as well, please. And share. All right? So in my last video you're going to need 2 limes because we're going to use the zest of the lime and then the lime juice. I've got 4 garlic ready to be pressed, some soy sauce, some Carne Asada steak meat seasoning. We'll need some ground cumin. We've got fresh cilantro, and we'll be using some brown sugar along with some olive oil, and then chicken and beef. Now I have more beef for a reason, but I'm going to cut up the chicken and mix it in and see how it turns out, because I've never done it with chicken with this marinade. So we'll see how it goes. All right, let's get to making our mix. All right, make sure you wash your cilantro really good. So I'm just going to put it through the strainer here real quick. Get all the dirt out. And use this Pamper Chef to get rid of the excess water. So now we'll put it through the spin cycle. Just let this go until it's done, and then we'll have pretty much rinsed off all of the water. All right, next, garlic. Like I said, I did 4. Next, we're going to be doing 1/2 cup of olive oil. Normally I just eyeball it, but this time I'm actually using a measuring cup. Next is soy sauce. 1 to 2 tablespoons. I use some ground cumin. About a tablespoon. Now we're going to use the Carne Asada seasoning versus using salt and pepper. And the same thing, just about a tablespoon. Now we're going to use the zest of a lime. Roll it, slice it, and then we're going to do 2 limes. And we'll finish this up, and then we'll get the brown sugar in, and then we'll mix everything up and start marinating the steak and chicken. So for the brown sugar, I just use probably a quarter of a cup. Now we'll just give all this a good mix. Let me pull that up for you. And that has a wonderful aroma. So now we're going to go ahead and show you how we're going to cut the chicken in half so we can get more out of it, and then we'll get the steaks marinated. So we'll start with the chicken next. Okay, we have a chicken breast here. What we're going to do is we're going to slice this chicken breast in half down the side. That way we can get more out of our chicken breast. This was pretty expensive to buy one. I'm not going to lie to you. I was kind of shocked. But just carefully, can you see this? Go along. And what I like to do is once I get it started, I like to fillet it open. That way I kind of am going right down the middle. I want to give you guys a good angle. And just keep going. And there you go. Just got more chicken breast for your money. So we're going to start with the chicken first. We're going to get this marinated and put it in its own little dish. So here we go. Oops, let me slide this down. Okay, here we go. Filming and breading the chicken. And trust me, folks, it doesn't take a lot to get this flavor. So we're going to let this sit for 24 hours. And then we'll pull it tomorrow and cook it. Now we're going to start with the steak. Okay, so with the steak, I was going to try to do multitasking, but as I'm trying to hold the camera and marinate this, I want to try to get as much flavor on each steak as possible. So there you go. And again, you can watch my Carne Asada video, and I kind of followed the same recipe, but I didn't. Look at that. I'm going to save one piece of meat and do just the Carne Asada seasoning alone. Hey, I'm sorry about that. And see how it turns out. So just kind of keep mixing it. Lay it in, and then go from there. I'll finish this up, and then I'll show you what the last step is. We're going to start with rewarming some Mexican rice I made the other night. Just lay down a little bit of oil. It won't take long. And just reheat it. If you've never made Mexican rice, it's really simple. It's I use jasmine rice and some onions, sauteed or sliced them up, and then I did some garlic and tomato sauce. I boiled 2 cups of water or 3 cups of water with 2 chicken bouillon cubes, and put everything together and let it simmer, and this is what you get. So it doesn't take much. So we'll let this go, let it warm up, and then we're going to put it in the dome there. We'll probably dome this and add some water just to give it a little bit of steam, and we'll put this aside, and then we'll start with the chicken and the steaks next. We'll come back in a little bit. We'll just let that go for a little bit and let that steam up, and then we're going to pull it. And that's my beagle going crazy. And we'll pull the rice, and then we'll start with the steak and chicken. The rice is done. And now we're going to start with the steaks. I'm going to lay down some oil. Spread it around. Right now the griddle's around 450. Oh, those look good. We're going to let those go for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we will flip them. It's been 3 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and flip. Let's see how these look. Oh, wow, look at that. Nice. Okay guys, I'm very happy with how those are turning out. We're going to let these go. We'll get the griddle cleaned up. I got chicken and one more steak to put on, and then we'll be going inside to serve up. Are you all ready to see how these look? 3 minutes per side. That is a nice, nice bark. We're going to pull some. Look at that. Perfect. I'm going to let this one go for just a little bit. It's got a little thickness there. My wife doesn't like it to be a little red in the middle, so we'll just go for just a tad bit more and then pull it. Okay, now we're going to start with the chicken. Again, a little bit of oil. Pardon my hand. Spread it around. This won't take very long. This griddle is smoking hot right now. And we'll let these go for about 4 to 5 minutes per side to make sure we have an internal temp of 165. Okay, we'll be right back, and we're going to get the other steak going. Time to flip. Oh, that looks nice. All right, we'll let these go, and we'll start probing them in about 3 to 4 minutes. My son's steak. Okay, this one's done. Pulling it. This one here, we're going to let it go for just a little bit more. We're close to 165, but we're not there yet. So, a few more minutes, and then we'll go inside, plate these up, carve them, and check them out. Done. Okay, we're going to pull them, let them rest for a second, or for a few minutes, slice them up, and then I'm going to make my burrito, then come back out on the griddle and put my shell back on and give it a little bit of a crisp look to it. Let's cut in the chicken and see how it looks. It looks good. So we'll go ahead and cut this up. Now let's take a look at the steak. Perfect. We're going to cut against the grain because it gives it more flavor. So we'll slice up some of these steaks and the chicken and we can make our burritos. And then I'm going to take mine back out on the griddle and warm up my shell with all my fixings inside. All right, stay tuned. We'll be back. Okay, I built my burrito. I didn't show you how I built it, but I put chicken and steak in it and lettuce and chopped up onions and tomatoes and Mexican rice, and I threw in some sour cream. And now I'm outside again. I'm going to put it back on the grill and sear it on both sides of the shell just to give it a crisp, and then we'll slice into it and I'll show you how it looks. So let's get started. Here's the concept. Just crisp the outside to your liking, and when it's done, pull it, slice it open, and enjoy your dinner. A couple more minutes and I'm going to go inside. There you have it. Steak, chicken, burrito. Done on the griddle. Buddy, thanks for checking out the video tonight. I appreciate it. I'm outside. I'm going to get my griddle cleaned up. But I just wanted to say the steak and the chicken turned out amazing. I didn't do a taste test. I apologize, but I was so hungry. I just went to town, but it was delicious and it was well worth the time that you'll put into making this meal. I recommend really using skirt steak, and doing this with chicken was really good. So anyway, remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a comment down below, and as always, let me do the grilling and you can do the chilling, and I'll catch you next time on another video. And I think, like I said earlier, I'm gonna get that pizza oven. I think we're gonna do pizza next. All right, later.